A friend of mine said to me today that, Gideon, do you know that masturbating and watching pornography cannot lead anyone to hell? Now, this is my response to such a comment. But before I give that, I just want you to understand that no matter how deep you must have been into masturbation or deep into watching pornography, the love of God is real. Jesus loves you and wants you to come out from such an act. I'm going to ask you these questions, and depending on the answer you give, you yourself will know if what you're doing, what you're indulging in, is sinful or not. The first question is this now. Do you lust while masturbating? Jesus, speaking in the book of Matthew chapter number 5 and verse 28, made us understand that adultery is not just when you are physically involved in the act, but for the fact that you can even imagine yourself, you've been lust. That is sin. And what is lust? Lust is all about you fantasizing about having sexual intercourse with someone who is not your spouse. The Bible also speaking in the book of James, it said, for every man is drawn away by his or her own lust. The next question is this. Does it lead you to other form of sexual sins? Hebrews chapter number 12, from verse 1, the Bible makes us understand that let us lay aside every weight that easily besets us, every sin that easily besets us. Now, we know that masturbation is always being accompanied by pornography. And pornography is all about celebrating an adulterous or fornicative acts. Seeing unmarried couples, unmarried people publicly displaying their nakedness to the entire world, involved in acts that should be sacred before the Lord. They call it threesome. They see a man and a woman, man, all manner of pornography. And that is why you see a lot of persons, after watching these things, the next thing is they are thinking of now committing the acts themselves, whether physically or in their mind. And that question you should ask yourself is it wise to do this thing? Can you publicly stand before if God was there physically with you, can you publicly be doing this kind of thing in the presence of God? Paul said everything is lawful, but not everything is expedient. I will not be brought under the power of any. 1 Corinthians chapter number 6 verse 12. This is God talking to you today. Another question you ask yourself is this becoming addictive? Not everything, said all things are lawful, but not everything is expedient. Anything that seeks your control wants to destroy you. Even God himself does not seek to control man, because the power of God is in the ability for him to control himself as God. Deuteronomy 30 and verse 19, the Bible said, I set before you this day choices, life and death. This is God not wanting to control you. Therefore, if an act is controlling you by way of addiction on anything, that is not God. A lot of people say whenever they masturbate, they release themselves of stress, self-gratifying themselves of stress and all that. But the truth is this: the more you keep doing these things, the more you're getting deeper and deeper into it. And the question you should ask yourself is this: do you feel convicted each time you before the act of masturbating, during masturbating, and after masturbation? Do you feel convicted? And if you feel convicted, this is the Spirit of God directly saying to you that no, you can't continue that way. It is not of God for you to be involved in such an act. That is why God himself, through his spirit, is convicting you of that act. Now the Bible said, the Spirit of the Lord convicts us. The Spirit of the Lord constraineth us. The love of God constrained us from such sin. And the last question I'm going to ask is for married couples. Does this serve as a replacement for your spouse? Being married for 1 year, 20 years, 15 years, name whatever year, months or so, having sex with one person regularly, you become tired and therefore wanting to exploit other options by self-gratifying yourself. Now imagining some having sex with someone else, which now leads to the adulterous act itself. If your answer is no to some of these questions, it does not, I cannot, meaning you cannot do it, you are not proud of what you're doing, you feel lustful, you have this imagination of you masturbate whenever you have of you having masturbating with someone else in mind and all that, you know your answer already. Break out from such an act. Not everyone masturbates, not everyone watch pornography. You know, the thing is this, the truth is this now. What you think you enjoy can actually fizzle out if you grow closer to God. If you build a stronger relationship with God. What you feel you enjoy, you will notice that you no longer feel pleasure in it anymore. Gideon Idahosa is the name. God bless you.